Hi guys, and welcome back to Bespoke Funding Program. Today we have another interview with one of our newly funded traders. Now, this is someone who's been trading for 4 to 5 years, who managed to blow multiple accounts and decided that he was quitting trading before one more try, and then he got funded. And not only is he now funded, he's now producing consistent payouts with Bespoke Funding Program. I've managed to get him to spill the secrets and tell us the source, so let's jump right into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Bespoke Funding Program to YouTube. Today we have one of our newly funded traders, and we're going to have some questions and answers on how he was able to get funded with Bespoke and find out a bit more about the mindset and the strategy that it takes to be a consistently funded trader. So, over to yourself to introduce yourself to the viewers.
Please, I'm Mustafa Yusuf. I am also known as LASTBORN SMC.
Okay, lovely to meet you, and brilliant to hear that you are funded with us here at Bespoke. How long have you been trading for, and how did you get started?
Alright, I've been in trading now like 4 to 5 years. So since before trading, I'm addicted to phones, so I found trading in social media, and one of my friends introduced me into trading. So that's how it started. So I started paying for signals and learning some tips about trading. So at the end, I just focus on learning. That's how it started.
Nice. So you've been trading for about 5 years now. Originally started with the signal groups, and then you went on to do a course online. And is that how you really got your trading to progress in the end, once you did that course?
Yes, of course.
Definitely. And in terms of your trading, so one of your friends introduced you. Did you instantly know this was something you wanted to do full time, or were you working at the time as well as trading?
Full-time trading. Full-time.
Amazing. And we know you are now funded with Bespoke. Before this point, how many accounts did you fail before you passed a prop firm challenge? I see the smile. I feel like it may be a couple.
Alright. Actually, it's not easy to get funded account, So before I get funded account, I blow like 6 to 7 challenges before I got my first funded account.
6 to 7.
Yes, 6 to 7 challenges. I tell it.
How was that? Because I can imagine failing 6 to 7 accounts must have played on your mind a bit, been quite hard to go through. How did you find that period of time when you were failing challenges?
So you are feeling you feel to just give up. Trading is not working. Trading is scam, and also, so I just focus on profile and my challenges. I keep buying many of accounts from different farm, selling again, buy, challenge. Maybe you get first two before you fail it. I even got funded account. I think that my 6th account that I bought from, I think maybe it started funded. So I can't blow the account. I didn't even enjoy it. So now that time I just like feeling give up. I even delete my MT5 account, MT4. I delete all of them. Trading view, and I said I won't come to trading again. I will just give up.
Do you know? That is a thing, isn't it? And I think we've all had that moment as a trader where you say, I am not doing this anymore because this is just hard.
Lost so many accounts. I think that. So now I got funded. I'll start like counting some money. I think I can withdraw. So that time I come, the first trade I took, I think I come lost about $300. That is daily drawdown. I just closed the trade, so I just leave the trade till tomorrow. second trade I come lose, is it $200? So that is the maximum drawdown. The account blow. So that time I feel so bad, and I come delete all the trading apps that in my phone. I deleted it all. I said I won't trade again forever. But one of my friends telling me that is the game. You have to go again. You have to go again. So I just decided to buy another challenges. So at that time I come buy another challenge and I pass it. Alhamdulillah, I get my first withdrawal. Finally,
You know what?
I think is it 2000 maybe 23 December.
I think sometimes you need that break as well, don't you? And like, even though you didn't mean to have a break and come back where you thought you were done with trading, that obviously did you a lot of good, because when you came back with a clear mind and you managed.
Clear mindset. I found a clear mindset, so I tried again. I got my first funded, my second funded account, and I withdraw some money.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear you didn't give up, because just next door to that was you passing your account and getting payout from the funded. I know there's a lot of prop firms out there these days. What made you choose to go with bespoke funding program?
Actually, your challenges rules is so nice and easy, but beginners and professional traders, I think you guys have us trade. Because I often a lot of trade that I think that market is going to suit me out, because I see the trade go close to my stop loss and come back to TP. So I think you guys have zero spread, maybe.
Yeah, so the spreads helped you.
So easy, guys. You have a nice challenge, nice rules, and you have a good support. 247, I think.
Brilliant. I'm glad to hear that helped you, especially with the spreads, because that is a massive one out there that can be a big factor of whether you pass your account, because like you said, if you're close to stop loss, you want to make sure that you can keep in as much as you can.
I think that trade is, I think the market is already took me out. But when I check, I see that you have all spread, guys.
Definitely. Oh, good. So you are now currently funded with us, which is amazing. And like you said, had you given up, you might not have come to Bespoke and had that opportunity. So it's really, really good to hear that, you know, you've come over to us, you found our challenges easy, they worked well for you, and it made it as easy as possible to pass, because again, that is a lot of the kind of thing you hear on the street now, is that prop firms make it difficult to pass. So having something that allows you as a trader to trade as close as you can to normal conditions is really, really good to hear. So in terms of your payout, you mentioned you passed with Bespoke. On your first month, how much % did you make in terms of your capital?
Not too much. I think I just made around 3%.
3%, that's good. Would you advise traders to focus on collecting a smaller percentage in their first months to kind of keep them calm, or?
Yes, you have to withdraw any money that you get from this market. If you didn't withdraw it, at the end maybe you load the account or something else. So we have to withdraw it fast.
Yeah, I think that's a problem. People get greedy, don't they?
Any amount you get, just try to withdraw it. More especially beginner traders. Any amount you get, try to withdraw it fast. Don't go that like you want to buy Lamborghini or something else. So you have to withdraw that small money that you get and use it fast. And you have another opportunity to trade again. Maybe you can able to withdraw again. So that time maybe you have a target. Maybe you have a target. Maybe you want to target like 5% or 6%. So that time you can able to go.
No.
To.
That's good advice to the viewers at home. They would really appreciate that, because I think a lot of people pass and are like, finally, I've passed, I spent loads of money on prop firms and I want to like get my money back. But that's really the worst way you can do it. If you take those small percentages, you know, you're guaranteeing your payouts and they add up over time, don't they?
Steady withdrawal is always better.
100%. 100%. And in terms of yourself, I know you mentioned you've been trading now for 5 years, and it's quite a journey where you've had different experiences and you've gone through your courses and you've previously used trading signals. How long did it take you to become a profitable trader yourself?
I think it take me almost 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. And what made you become that profitable trader? What was it that changed? Because, you know, 3 to 4 years, what changed for you to make you then profitable?
All right, I think it's psychology. I just focus on myself. Sorry?
No worries. So yeah, what changed? You said your psychology was what changed. How so?
I think it's psychology, because most of the traders focus on strategy and also. So I just focus on psychology. That time, even when I started trading, I focus on strategy. I learned, I think SMC is not working, ICT is not working. So at the end, I can't find that psychology is the best in this market. Psychology is aspect of the trading. So you have to focus on knowing yourself and knowing your risk appetite. Focus on improving yourself personality.
100%. And there's a saying out there that most strategies work, it's the trader themselves that doesn't work. So a lot of the time I find people aren't getting on well with trading and they change the...
I understand any strategy is working, but you have to.
100%. It's massive, isn't it? It really can change it. I think it's maybe the last thing that traders look to change is themselves, because you look for everything external to change, don't you? So you made some changes to yourself, you focused on yourself, and I'm guessing just the one strategy you use, is that correct?
Yes, I'm using one strategy. I'm using SMC.
SMC, that's amazing. And how did you get into SMC strategy? Because you mentioned you'd looked at ICTA and different ones. What made you choose SMC?
I just choose SMC because it have a good reward. Like I can hold a trade for a while. ICT, I found ICT like most of ICT users are scalping in the market. Maybe they can scalp 100 pips. But when I start SMC, I can hold a market to almost maybe 300 pips or 400 pips to 500 pips. It depends on my TP. It depends on my TP. So that's why I choose SMC, because it has a good risk to reward ratio.
I think risk reward's a big one. 1 to 2 for a lot of people does work, but for others it doesn't. The bigger risk reward can be a lot easier, because then you have to take a lot less trades, isn't it? And was there ever a point, well, we have spoken about this, you've already answered it a bit, but I would just to touch a little bit more into it. So my question was there ever a point that you wanted to give up on trading, and how did you get past it? So you mentioned there was that time that you did decide to quit and you did delete everything, and your friend, kind of gave you a pep talk. What was it specifically about that moment that made you want to quit, as opposed to other times that you'd gone through a struggle? What made it so bad for you that time that you thought, this is the end, I don't want to do this anymore? And how far into your journey was that?
Right, I think my second deposit, because when I started trading, I started with live account. So I think my second deposit, I have like $100 in my account, so I deposited all. I blow the money within 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard out there. It's happened to us all.
So I call like checking my account balance zero, my trading account balance zero. So that time I feel so bad.
And your friend obviously gave you a pep talk. Had you gone to your friend or had they come to you? How did that happen? You know, you're chatting to them and they told you need to go through it. What was it
He's telling me that is the part of the game. I have to continue. So,
and did you feel anxious about going back into it, or did you feel ready to give it another go?
No, I'm ready to go again. I'm just ready to go again. So, of course, I just wait like 2 months. 2 months. I just focus on backtesting and my trading strategy, done my psychology. So once I come back, like I just starting with a proper challenge. So I passed it that time. I think it took me like 4 to 5 weeks before I passed it.
Had you normally on your previous challenges taken as long to pass them, or was you taking your time specifically now you came back? Because you mentioned a couple of hours, you were blowing a bit of money before, and this time you've taken 4 to 5 weeks to pass your challenge. Do you think taking a bit of extra time to pass the challenges helped you pass?
Yeah, it helped me because that time I'm just learning. I'm learning trading. So that time is take, because sometimes I will just often trade lose. I will lose like 5 trades before I can win one. So that time I have a good risk to reward, because most of my trade I'm risking 1% to get like 5%. So even I fail 5 times, once the trade hit my TP, so all that loss I will cover it in one trade.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That will help me a lot. But now, alhamdulillah, I think I can, even best work I pass it within 1 week, phase 1 and phase 2, because you guys have a minimum trading days, right?
Yeah.
So I think I pass it that phase 1, I pass it before that 3 days. Then the second, at that day, I received my second phase and I passed it before that 3 days. So I think it's the fund that took me like 2 days before I got it.
Wow. Brilliant.
So I think now I can pass a challenge within a week or even 2 days. There is platform that don't have a minimum trading days. So that time I can pass it within 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Maybe.
Great.
Oh, good to hear that you did pass, and here's to many more months of payouts and consistent being funded with us. And, you know, in terms of yourself, so a bit about your trading. How often do you trade per day or week? And is there any particular sessions, such as the London or New York or Asia, that you prefer to trade?
Actually, I told you I'm an SMC trader. So yeah. I don't think SMC are focusing on that New York and London section, and also we are just focusing on right time. Like we are just focusing on other block. Anytime you have opportunity, you can go and trade. We are just patient, waiting to market from our pure eyes. Then we are still waiting for confirmation to enter the trade. I'm not trading time. I don't think I'm trading in New York or London.
Do you spend a lot of time on the charts because you don't have a particular time that you trade?
I don't, because maybe I can analyze the market within 30 minutes. Like I can analyze 2 pairs or 3 pairs, so I just set alarm and go away. So once I hear that alarm, I will just focus on confirmation so that I will enter and trade. I'm not wasting a lot of time on chart actually.
That's a good way to do it. So you set your alerts, you do your kind of analysis, takes you 30 minutes, and then you set your alerts and get on with your day. I know you mentioned you do trade full time now, which is brilliant. So that, I guess, leaves you with a lot of time to enjoy your day.
Yes, I'm using all that time to enjoy my
Yeah. Everyday holiday.
Oh, not every day. I will just
No.
focus on that hour. Maybe I have something to do because I have an academy.
Yeah.
So I have to go and teach some of my students.
Mm.
So I'm using that time too. So I'm always on chat, but not for myself. For my students, I'm showing them how to trade or how to find liquidity, and also that.
Definitely.
So I'm always on chat, but not for myself.
No.
Absolutely, no. I know how that is, being on the charts, not always just for trading, but for a lot of other things that come along with trading. Brilliant to hear that you've got your own academy. In terms of other bits to kind of mention, so you set your alerts, you do your analysis, it takes you about 30 minutes. Are there any particular risks that you put into place with your trading? So risk precautions, like if you take one trade and it loses, do you stop for the day? Do you have a certain lot size that you trade? What are your risk parameters for trading?
All right, I think my maximum put stop loss is 20 pips. So once I lose 2 to 3 trades, I'm done for that day. For that day. I'll wait for maybe next day so that I can go again. I have only chance to trade 2 times a day or 3 times. So once I lost that 3 times or 2, I will just go away from my computer. So patiently waiting for another day to find another chance.
Do you normally risk 0.5, 1%, 2%? What do you risk?
I'm risking maybe sometimes I'm risking 1%. It depends. If the account is aside, maybe I bought 25k. So that day I started trading it, maybe I'll just risk 1%. If I hit my TP, maybe next day I will try to risk maybe 2%. So I'll just starting risking 2%. When I risk 2%, I will target minimum 6%. So once I got that 6%, maybe I have, if it is one phase challenge, I have 4% left. So maybe in next trade I can pass it, or I can lose 2%, so that I still have chance to go again.
Yeah, so just based on what your situation is with your challenge at that point and what you need to kind of reach. And in terms of yourself, what do you think sets you apart from other traders that meant you were able to pass your prop firm challenge where a lot of other people can't?
Greediness. Some traders are rushing to pass their account maybe in 1 trade or 2 trades. So that won't be easy to pass your challenge in 1 trade or 2 trades. You can't risk maybe $50, and if you are targeting maybe 2,000 that trade, or you are targeting $1,000. So I think most of traders are rushing to fire their perform. So at that time they will come below the account, because they are rushing. Once you place trade and hit SL, they'll place another trade at that time. Most of them are reaching daily drawdown, not maximum, because of greediness.
Really, it's the greediness and the not rushing that has made the difference for you in terms of being able to pass.
When it comes to pass your account, you don't need to rush. You have to just follow the steps. You have to have a plan. You have to have a good plan for yourself.
Definitely, definitely. And you bring me on to my last question, and it's been really insightful to speak to yourself today, and I'm sure my viewers have really, really enjoyed it to kind of get some hints and tips they can take away when they're doing their challenge. If you were going to give someone a piece of advice, someone who's just started trading, what would that golden piece of advice be?
Like, I would just say, never give up. Never give up. And always reach what you can afford. Reach what you can afford. I think that's all I have to say. And you have to focus on learning. You have to learn. You have to learn.
Definitely, definitely. So you'd say never give up, and you say that as someone who's tried it. I think that's like with anything in life. If you are able to risk it and it could potentially pay off, do it, isn't it? That's what I always think. Oh, brilliant. Well, it's been absolutely fantastic to speak to yourself today, and really great to hear that you are funded with us here at Bespoke, and here's some many more payouts and hopefully many more challenges. Of course, to our viewers at home, thank you for watching. Of course, leave any questions that you have in the comments below and we will make sure to get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course, we will see you guys next time. Thank you. So guys, that was the interview. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, as always, leave any comments below and let us know what you want us to ask our traders next time. We'll be sure to get back to you. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you stay updated, and we'll see you on the next episode.